While many remain unaware, the war in eastern Ukraine continues. Civilians living near frontline towns suffer the most. There are many destroyed homes, and the people have been living without gas, electricity, running water, or heating for a year and a half. These people are able to survive thanks to the help of caring people around the world. Between March and April of 2015, the organization Giving Hope solicited help from people in Oregon and Washington to finance a container that needed to be sent with medical supplies to Ukraine. They also received financial contributions to provide food and bread for those suffering in the frontline towns. Many generously answered the call to help the Ukrainians who had found themselves in the middle of a war zone. As a result of their efforts, the community raised enough to supply 1,300 sets of food, totaling over 15 tons. In addition to delivering packets of food to the frontline towns, the organization Giving Hope purchased and distributed over 5,000 loaves of bread. In June, 400 families from Krasnogorovka received these food sets provided by Giving Hope. Additionally, 300 food sets were distributed in Mironivsky and Svetlodarsk, and another 300 hungry families received food sets in Popasna and Avdiivka. Over 50 graduates of the Slavyansk Missionary School are serving in these towns and are starting new home groups and churches. They discuss important spiritual issues with people they are serving. Your prayers and financial support are also supporting this ministry. The representatives of Giving Hope, Dmitry Mishuk, Vladimir Babi, and Victoria Kovalenka, personally delivered all the collected medical supplies to the local hospitals in the frontline towns.
I want to say a couple words for our American friends, everyone who has helped us. We are happy to be at this hospital to see how the situation is in real life, to see the need, the suffering that they have over here, and how primitive it is in comparison to our hospitals that we are in and the need that's here. It's sad to see that a developing nation that has a lot of smart, educated, professional doctors and nurses have to suffer because they don't have just basic needs. And we thank everyone who has helped us, who has donated funds, time to get this done. Thank you. And we're looking forward to working with this hospital, with the organization here to further establish and help them in the future.
24 wheelchairs were delivered to a Kiev hospital for disabled patients. Hygiene supplies were delivered to hospitals in Yenakivo and Lysychansk. Medical beds, wheelchairs, folding screens, IV stands, mattresses, surgical gowns, sheets, first aid medical kits, and hygiene supplies were delivered to the hospitals of Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Krasnogorovka, Avdiivka, Svetlodarsk, and Popasna. The Mironivsky ambulance station also received medical kits and hygiene supplies. The burn department of the Kramatorsk City Hospital has become the only department in the entire Donetsk region where wounded people with burns are being treated. When the volunteers came to Kramatorsk, there were 2 patients in the burn department, a tractor operator who had tripped a mine and a girl with severe burns. The supplies that arrived with the medical shipment came just in time to meet their needs.
Our department is overloaded. However, the help provided by your volunteers is priceless. We just can't measure the value of their help. We are so thankful to them. They are giving us so much. There are no words to explain our gratitude.
Due to the assistance provided by humanitarian organizations like Giving Hope, CBN Emmanuel, and the Nehemiah Mission from Germany, a complete renovation has been made possible for the burn department in the Kramatorsk Hospital. Thanks to your caring hearts and your personal involvement, thousands of people in Ukraine have received life-saving help. You have provided both physical and spiritual bread. the people in the war zone were able to hear the gospel, and many of them have received salvation.
I want to thank God for everything He has done in my life. If it had not been for the Lord, how could we have survived this war? We are thankful to the people He has been sending us. We are grateful to you for the bread, for the food, and for the clothing. Thank you so much. For a person who is not starving, it is very hard to understand how happy we were to receive the bread. There are no words to describe it. The bread was so good. You can't explain this with words.
We thank you for every penny that you have invested in us. May the Lord bless every person who has donated to our town and church. May Jesus Christ receive all the glory for this.
Unfortunately, the war in Ukraine is not over. Towns and villages still live under continued shelling, and the people living in the frontline zones still need our support. A very cold winter is ahead, and living without heat and electricity makes life even more challenging. We can help by preparing a Christmas dinner for the families of the East. With your help, we can collect food to help meet the needs of these families and allow them to have a Christmas celebration even in a time of uncertainty. The war for winning the hearts of these people is well underway. We are currently making plans to send another medical shipment to eastern Ukraine and need to raise the funds to ship this container. The cost for one packet of food for a family is $15. You can make a donation today through Giving Hope or contact Dmitry Mishuk at 503-863-8539. Together, we are fulfilling the scripture, "Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me."